what I do, what I do, da da do, da da do.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Let's Design Cities Skylines. My name is Christopher and we are back at Cedar Valley, where, as you can see, we're starting with a bit of a time lapse. I was just looking at the map as we left it in the previous episode, just, staring at it for minutes until I decided to, you know what, screw it. Let's do some terraforming, because it's been quite some time since I've been, hinting that I wanted to do, make the mountains around the city a little bit more realistic. So I decided to just, go ahead and do it. And what better way of doing terraforming than on a time lapse? Because otherwise it would be too long and boring, maybe. But as you can see here, I'm using a different set of tools to achieve a little bit more realistic, look for these geographical structures, if you will. I'm using this brushes that have a bit of texture, and that way you can basically create rock formations out of the terrain. That means that, because otherwise, if you want to make it super realistic, you would start adding tons of rocks. However, rocks, it's kind of a pain to put so many rocks in such a large footprint. So by doing the brush thing and combining it with the smooth brush and everything, it just starts to shape kind of realistic mountains. And by no means this will be finished here. This is just the beginning. All I did in this episode, just so you know, is to shape some of these mountains, relocate the lake, relocate the little creek that connects the lake to the main river. And I also created a shoreline next to the main river, in between the mountain and the main river, where we're going to put down a national road together with a train track that will, kind of zigzag around that area. We'll see it in a minute. I'm not going to describe absolutely everything, because it's better if you really see what I'm doing. In any case, it's turning out really, really good. I had to get rid of all of the trees, because otherwise, if I kept the trees in there and started doing some terraforming, it wouldn't look very realistic, because some of the trees will end up, being planted on the rock texture, which is not, it wouldn't look so nice. I did flood the city many, many times, just so you know. It's just flood everywhere. But that's what happens when you play with water. It's okay. The city's still fine. Nothing major happened. I had to get rid of that line. I'll probably put it back again, but just for this terraforming process, I got rid of it. And this is me starting this national road, as it zigzags and hugs the different turns for this mountain. And I don't know if you can see it here. I'll show it to you after we're done with the time lapse, but there's a bit of a slope going up and down, so it's not 100% flat, just so you know. It has differences in heights, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. Now, as we move forward with this time lapse. By the way, I used a key over there, which I thought it would be a nice idea to mix, not everything be terraform and then just have some man-made structure to keep the road to in its place. In any case, like I was saying, I have a list of topics here written down that I wanted to talk about in this few minutes that we have for the time lapse. One of the main things is the European main station. About 3 days ago, as the time of this recording, which is literally hours before this video is out, so hopefully it's out. So Bloody Penguin, which is, I mentioned him in the previous episode, or her, who knows? I think it's a he, but you never know. In any case, he worked with the asset creator, the creator of the European main station, and apparently they fix it. So I haven't tried it yet. After we're done with the time lapse, I'm gonna go do that. But apparently all that we have to do is just get rid of it, delete it and replop it again. And hopefully that will fix the issue with the neighboring connections not delivering, or the train station not accepting regional trains. And also I think the snapping points for the local lines is also fixed. So amazing news there. Curious to see which of all those lanes actually accepts traffic from out of the region. I'm guessing all all 8 of those, but we'll have to check that. In any case, here, just going back to the time lapse for a moment, we have this. I used that brush that sort of creates like parallel lines to create this sort of rock formations, almost like a fault, like a geographical fault. I'm very not fluent in geology vocabulary, but I think it actually turned out really, really good, and I'm quite happy and to start building some or urbanizing a little bit that area. But over here, I'm starting to construct the train track, kind of following this national road. And I tried so many things, so many different things, using tunnels, not using tunnels. I ended up just carving a path in between the road and the river, which turned out much, much nicer. So I kept it. You'll see it in a minute. There you go. And it kind of follows along. At times it's parallel to the road. At times it kind of goes under it. But overall, I think it's really good. And over here, we're finally, bringing this the coast a little bit. Just shaping up this whole area a little bit. And it's looking good. I decided to extend the sunken walls a little bit. You'll see them in a minute. And also create a bit of a beach site, kind of following the same pattern that we did on the other side of the river a few episodes ago. It's much easier to do the beach with this like bumpy texture, but I think it turned out really good. Over here, what I'm doing is on that roundabout, we connect to this road that goes underneath that little hill that sort of extends from the main mountain, which is where the future golf club will be. And I say future because we're going to be building it in this episode together. It's not going to be part of the time lapse. And I'm really quite happy. I can't wait to show you that, because it's, I know very little about golf. I think we have enough room for all 18 holes. I might be wrong. If not, I'll put as many as I can fit. So don't get mad if it's not like, like professional grade golf course. I just wanted to look like a golf course. And I think I've saved enough, or, reserved enough real estate for that to work. So just bear in mind, just keep that in mind before you start commenting about how inaccurate everything is. Let's see what else. There's a couple of roundabouts. Some of you pointed out in the comments, and I also noticed a few others too that are the wrong way. So I need to go fix those. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. If not, remind me again. But I'll definitely want to fix the orientation. Basically, the arrows go the other way. It's just I made that mistake many times before, playing Cities Skylines, playing SimCity. It has happened before. And over there, I pretty much fixed the connection to the train station from the freeway, so that is looking good. I try to start connecting all these dead end pieces that we have all over the place, and I think it's all shaping up quite nicely. That's also one of the roundabouts. That is not the right way, but we'll go there and fix it in just a second. Over here, trying to create a more realistic overpass. By the way, I've been using the Fine Roads tool a lot, and the more I use it, the more I like it. So that's amazing. Now over here, I started putting down some decorations, some trees to this very sparse suburban area that we have, that we created in the previous episode, which I really like how it turned out. I'm trying to surround it with hedges using obviously this amazing prop line tool that I showed you in the previous episode. Seriously, that mod is ridiculous. It's really awesome. I want to use it for everything. In fact, the whole golf course would have taken me, or at least the edge of the golf course, which by the way, it's all pines, but I'm gonna get rid of chunks of those segments of trees and use fences instead. So it's not going to be all like that. I only did that just to get an idea of the area around it, but I'll talk about that later. In this case, just putting down trees and making this whole area really green and lush. I even added some swimming pools with their own custom textures, created some custom parks. I might need to plop real parks in here just to raise the land value a bit, but other than that, I think it's looking great. Here you can see me put down a custom swimming pool. I created even a fence around it and also changed the texture of the floor, which made it look even nicer. Some details over there. Let's see. Yeah, also try to create an edge with trees all around this area. And over here, custom made plaza, and obviously hiding the imperfections of the textures with the fallen leaves is just amazing. It's it really makes it look really nice. So I'm gonna be overusing the crap out of that asset, seriously. And now let's exit time-lapse mode and show you in real time how this whole area looks. Because, I mean, there's so much that I want to show you. It's ridiculous. So let me zoom out a little bit over here. And this is pretty much how it looks at this time. Obviously, none of this is completely finished. I definitely want to do some work over here. I think it's in some areas is a bit too bumpy, but it's definitely looking a lot more realistic than it used to. I mean, everything is just a lot more rough, and that's sort of the direction that I wanted to take this to. If you go over here, if you bring the camera over in this corner, we have this rock formations that pretty much, it's almost as if this used to be like one big mountain that got split into 3 valleys, but that's sort of the design that I was going with. And obviously we're going to fill this with farms eventually and like tiny little towns, so we'll get to that in the near future. Over here, not a whole lot of detail because I pretty much ran out of time. I pretty much took the design up to here, but I think we can still do a better job over in this corner. And obviously, I haven't touched any of this tiny little hills on this side. We're going to go to those eventually as well. But for now, I mean, the city is looking great. We're expanding quite a bit, and this is the space that I have reserved for the golf course. We're going to get to that in a moment. And if I show you real quick, we have this spot over here. I was trying to create a similar bridge like this, like a very tall bridge, but I was just thinking that this is the perfect spot for one of these things, the hydro power plant or dam. So let's see if we can build one real quick. We can do something like this, and that will produce 112. I think it will produce a lot more than that, but let's just put it down here. Hopefully we can let's try to connect these roads. This was not planned. I just came out with that idea as I was recording this thing. Let's do something like this, maybe 15 by 8. Obviously, this is going to stop getting water through, which will dry this whole area out, but we're going to have a little lake here where this the water will be contained. Now, before, keep postponing the golf course over and over again, but before I do any of that, let me see if we can fix this thing once and for all. So let me pause the game. I think I'm going to get rid of the train line first, so right click to remove it. Perfect. And we're going to get rid of this station. Station is gone. Let's speed up the game just for a moment for things to get updated, and we'll see if this actually works. I'm really keen that it will indeed work, so let's try to put it down maybe around there. I think that should be enough. Train tracks seem to be connected. Just to be sure, let's just put them again. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do that, and let's do this. All right. And now let's grab the pedestrian thingy, extend it all the way over there, all the way over here, all the way over here. You two, and finally you. There we go. Fantastic. I should probably do this again. Why? Because he has the overhead cables, and I don't want that. Need to remember to check that by default. Also, maybe if I click no collision, no sunning, I don't have to replop the little paths, so that's good. Let's click on this, extend it right about there, and extend this right about there. Fantastic. Okay, so we have that in place. Let's go grab one of the lines. Now, how do I think if I just drag it up to here, it should work. So now that is connected, and all I have to do now is just make another connection there. All right, so let's go full speed and see if this is indeed working. All right, this is the first train that is actually indeed going to the European main station. I just checked, but I wanted to show you because this is the moment that we all been waiting for. And we're approaching our terminal. There's already a train in there, which means that this got, it spawned. Oh my God, that was a big crash. Let me exit that camera. There we go. Let's actually go inside. All right. This is awesome. Look at how many people are getting into our city. That's amazing. And hopefully, oh, here comes another train on the other platform. Are they going to transfer? Please tell me they're going to transfer. I think they're transferring. Also, I need to get rid of that train. I don't think it fits the theme very well. Okay, next stop, fixing this roundabout. This hopefully should be pretty straightforward and easy, but let's take a look. Yeah, this is obviously going the wrong way. Why can't I change the direction? There we go. But we'll try to fix it. There we go. Same thing, but it works. That's the important part. So this direction goes this way. That's totally fine. I think we can get rid of that segment. We're not going to need it. By the way, this tiny streets also continue all the way to the edge of our golf course. Now it's time to start building this this golf course. So, well, first of all, we need to bring the power over here somehow. So I'm going to use the, let's take a look at this underground cable thing. And also I'm going to turn on this little thing over here. I think the easiest or the shortest path will be this one. So let's do that real quick. We're going to hide one in between the trees, and we're probably going to have one over here, and over here. Just forget measure. There we go. We have a few little trees. Now, let's go find those golf assets, because we have all these different holes, basically. So we have we even have a practice green, which is insane. Okay, so hole 1. Holy crap, is big. It's pretty big. So I'm guessing they start over here. So maybe if we, I guess we want to go. I guess we can start this way. So we'll go all the way to 18, and this should be number 2. There we go. This is number 2. Okay, so this is not too bad. We can put them side by side, sort of like this. We might be able to fit all 18 holes in here. All right, let's go for hole number 3. Wow, this one is huge. I guess there's no other place to put it but here, right? Or unless we just do something like this. Oh, that's not too bad. It even kind of clips through the tunnel, which, man, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep this. Now, we need hole number 4, which is this one. Now, maybe we can have them kind of go around here. So let's put it like this. And number 5, oh, number 5 is way too big. So, but it kind of fits too, right? I mean, imagine that we're going to be zigzagging. Well, I also need to add paths to all of this. So, whoa. Oh, you want flat surfaces. Actually, let's use this. Something like that. And then we can smooth things. All right. It's not too bad. That looks great. And our golf course is shaping up quite nicely. Now, hole number 6, it's a bit long, but we'll try to put it over here. Hole number 7, definitely not gonna fit over there. Wow, this one's a bit problematic. I was thinking of, so we have this line over here, right? I was thinking, I mean, we could use all these space as well, but might be a bit too much. Let me see if I can move this one up here in the mountain. Let's take a look. It also wants to flatten this area out, but I think this is easier for us to work with. So let me flatten this whole area out just a little bit. There we go. That's much better. Also need to get rid of these trees around here, but this could potentially work, I think. We're going to rotate this. Let's try to do something like this. So we get a bit more room. This is looking good. It's kind of slanted, which I love. I think that actually works. We have this whole area. Man, it's looking so good. Yeah, we have to get rid of this train track. So I'm going to begin by remove all these segments over there. Now, I'm not going to get rid of absolutely everything, just this little part. And let's just extend it right about here. And actually, let's go like this. 12 units. Let's go down by about 12 meters, I think is probably enough. And we're going to go into underground mode, and we're just going to go straight. I feel like I can't speak today for some reason. Okay, so you want to come back to the surface right about there. That's totally fine by me. So if I click over here and go up by this much, how does it look like? It looks great. Awesome. So, I mean, we're even at a high elevation here, so we can have a bit of an overpass here. Actually, that doesn't look great, but it does give me an idea. If I just do this and then redo this a little bit, I can have a nice looking bridge going over our avenue. And I want no collision. For some reason, it doesn't want to snap. There we go. That totally snapped. Fantastic. So we need to figure out how to get rid of this pillar that's right on in the middle of our avenue. But I think, here, let me get rid of this real quick. Let's go 20 units, like I said. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So now we're just going to terraform a little bit better. That's great. And let's grab the train track again. So that should probably be enough. 9 by 10. I take it. I'll take it. There we go. All right. So we have a super gentle slope going up. That's amazing. And then it meets with this train track over here. This whole area looks gorgeous. I love it. Now, what do we do with this avenue here? I think we can maybe move this tunnel. Let's go underground for a second. Get rid of that. And a few. There we go. Because I think we can grab... Is this like a bike path? Yeah, it is a bike path. Let's hide this for a moment. How does that look? All right, I don't think that's clipping anymore, so let's go straight now. All right. It's clipping through the sidewalk. But I mean, even this little thing extends right up against the edge of the pillar. So I'm going to leave that because it almost looks like I did that on purpose. I mean, I totally did that on purpose, by the way. Yeah. So here we have a bit of an odd situation. So what we're going to do is come up like this. And there we go. All right, so we have our connection there. Man, this is fantastic. All right, and we have this train track going over here. Oh, by the way, this looks awesome. How much is this producing? 80 megawatts. So not a whole lot. But it's good. It will be able to give power to whatever tiny communities we decide to keep here. But man, this little lake, this looks amazing. I love it. All right, back to the golf course. Let's get rid of this train tracks over here. We're not going to need it anymore. Get rid of all those. In fact, maybe even get rid of all these trees, because we're also not going to need them. And we're probably going to bring this line of trees right about here. So let's look that up, because I think I was using one of these pine trees that should be somewhere around here. So sorry about that. I think this is the one. This is indeed the one, and we're going to use this mod, which I absolutely adore. Try to get as parallel as I can to the actual holes. In fact, over here, let's do something kind of crazy. And by crazy, I mean totally not crazy. You see, that was really crazy. Just curving the line of trees. Over here, I don't know if we should even keep this. This doesn't make any sense. Maybe up to here makes some sense. And then everywhere else is just dumb to keep all these trees. So let's get rid of all of them. We're going to have a few more holes in here. I definitely need to put a few more over in this side. So let's do some terraforming here real quick. Maybe do something like this. And now we're going to increase the radius of this one and just make everything super smooth. Hopefully this will be enough. And this one was, which one? Hole 7. So we need to continue with hole number 8, which thankfully is a bit short. We can maybe bring it over here. Wow, this one is way too big. And also he wants to be hugging the other. I guess I can just do something like this. Let's try that. That's awesome. Good. Another short one. We'll put it right about there. Fantastic. For some reason, this one is missing some assets, but I think it's fine. This one is hole 11, which kind of follows the same aesthetic. It has some pine trees over there. That's good. Hole number 12. Remember, we'll have to go back. Hopefully, we can bring it back all the way back there. So, oh man, if we manage to get all 18 holes, it will be such a tight fit. It's ridiculous. Maybe you can do this. Not too shabby. I like it. Hole number 14. This is going to be a little bit more challenging. But challenging is my middle name. Actually, that's not true. But it would be awesome if it was. Maybe we can reposition this a little bit so that it hugs this thing a little bit better. Something like that. Just have to be careful not to hit the ball in this freight area tunnel thing. Cool. Okay, so we have full hole number 14. We have 4 more to go. So we have 15. Holy crap, this one's huge too. And now we also have this road over here. We should probably get the road in place first. Also, we no longer need a bridge here, which is quite exciting. Let's grab this thing and just bring it up to here. Let's take a look. This one would be hole 16, and we're already out of room, which is very unfortunate. I don't think I can do any more. Unless I do some more terraforming over in this side, we're not going to fit all 18 holes. So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Might be easier that way, and it will look better. So we're going to use this tool, and we're gonna make it all like that. So what we're gonna do instead is grab this one and rotate it like so. Hole 13. We have hole 17 here. I mean, I hope this one's tiny. It's not. Man, you're really killing me here. And it's also like bent to the other way, which is, oh, kind of unfortunate. I guess it's easier to just get rid of this. Put down the last one. I guess the last one will have to come in like this. Which means that, so this one was hole 15. We need 16, which is this one. So now it all makes a little bit more sense. All right, that's our golf course. Now, what the hell do I do with this road? I have no idea, but we're gonna play with that a little bit. Also, I have no idea what that is. Some ground texture there. So we're gonna bring it up to here, maybe. All right, so we have that in place. I think we can just create a big curve of 16 by 16. So let's go 16 units. 16 by 16. Cool. So now we have this nice segment of road following our train track. Let's bring it up to here. This will be the edge of it all. Next up, let's put down some trees and keep surrounding the rest of the golf course. And I'm not entirely sure how to connect this part because I'm sure there's going to be more roads in here. In fact, we can even have a tiny road, a tiny street that connects to this main loop. Let's do that real quick because I think that will be nice and it will bring everything together. We can even get rid of the sidewalks by using the surface painter and everything. So it's pretty cool. So let's extend this by 1 unit and then go like that. Something that will be really nice. Oh, we have this hole that we have right here. This could be a perfect spot for like a tiny lake or something like that. So we'll work on that in a second. Let me keep bringing this road in here. All right, so we have that road over there, kind of zigzagging all over the place. It's kind of jagged at points, but I think it works okay. We might even have to add another one going to other parts of this golf course. Let's really quickly fix the water issues that we have over here. I think we can extend this a little bit further out. Great. All right, so we have water. Speed up the simulation just for changes to take effect. Great. Now, what we need is let's do this little lake over here. I think that's going to be a fun experiment. So let me do something like this. In fact, let's create a tiny island too, because why not, right? That looks very golf coursey, if you ask me. Let me, create something like this. Yeah, I think that actually kind of works. So let's go into the water menu, put down the water element, and bring the water down by like a lot. Actually, by about that much. Oh, also this is kind of like, hang on, I need to put it on this corner because if I put it on top of the, this little island, I think it's going to flood everything. This is probably going to flood everything anyway, so let's go full speed and see what happens. It's not too bad. Kind of like it. Now this is a proper golf course now with everything and a lake. I couldn't be happier with how this is turning out. I was hoping that this week I had more time to do a lot more progress, but unfortunately, this is all the time that I have for now. So if you enjoyed this episode, I had a link here to go click the like button that's underneath this video player. And also, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. In the next episode, I'm going to try to do more decoration, finish the golf course, because I think we're not that far from it. It's already looking pretty amazing. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Really hope to see you in the next one.